It's kind of weird because you're dropping them in the middle of this massive gambling culture, and then you're shocked when this 21-year-old gets caught up in a sports betting scandal or or gets caught fixing games or something like that. It's gonna happen, and these federal investigations that you're seeing now, that's just the tip of the iceberg. There's gonna be hundreds and hundreds of more athletes going to prison over this, but that's what they do. Malcolm X used to say the white man will sell you the liquor bottle and then he'll lock you up because you're drunk. And I'll tell you what, this is what's going to happen. They're going to dangle the carrot in front of the athletes, and then when they grab it, they're going to say, "Oh, you're under arrest because eating carrots is illegal." So just be careful about that. All right, now I want to share something with you. Mark Cuban. Let's go back to him. So here he made one of the most famous stock investing trades in history, actually, when his company got acquired back in the day. And here's a little video about it that I thought was really interesting. And let me know, give me a yes if you can hear it. And I'm going to play it for you now. Here it goes.
Did you know a man became a billionaire by selling glorified internet radio for more money than most Fortune 500 companies were worth? In 1999, Mark Cuban owned Broadcast.com, a struggling startup that basically streamed audio online. Nothing revolutionary, just radio on the internet. But Yahoo was desperate to look innovative during the dot-com bubble, when any internet company could be worth billions overnight. For 72 hours, Yahoo executives convinced themselves that streaming audio was the future. Cuban knew his technology was essentially worthless, but he played along. The final price? $5.7 billion, the largest internet acquisition in history. Cuban immediately sold his Yahoo stock and diversified into safer investments. Yahoo executives? They held their shares, believing their own hype. Then March 2000 hit. The Nasdaq peaked and crashed, losing 78% of its value over 30 months. Yahoo collapsed from $128 billion to $8 billion. Cuban's timing was perfect. He sold overvalued assets to greater fools and became one of the few dot-com billionaires who kept his wealth. Did you know a man became a billionaire by...
Okay. Did everybody catch that? Let me know if you caught the message there. Did y'all see that? Now, the whole part about his company, broadcast.com, being stupid and worthless, I don't know if that's true or not. But the part about him diversifying his wealth was beautiful. It really made me have a lot of respect for him. And from what I understand, the specific strategy he did was something that we've talked about when we do our stock options class, which is something called a collar. And that's basically all that is to me. I think of it as the count your blessing strategy, which says instead of thinking about how much more money you can make and letting greed become the death of you financially, you still maintain a healthy degree of financial ambition. You still position yourself so you can benefit from the upside, but you don't sort of leverage everything. I don't. I really believe that celebrities misguide people, and I love Eddie Murphy so much. I watched his documentary, and it was really good. He's such a smart man. But one area where he and I would have a healthy disagreement is when he says that you should never have a plan B. He says because if you have a plan B, then you're not going to put all your energy into plan A. Well, who am I to argue with Eddie Murphy? But I am a person who's also a statistician. And I know about how many, for every one Eddie Murphy, there's 10,000 people that gave everything to become the next Eddie Murphy and didn't make it. Right. And so there's a little bit of, for him, he might be impacted by something called survivorship bias or self-selection, but not self-selection, that's a different kind of bias. But survivorship bias says you're only seeing the one person who made it. You're not seeing the 9,999 people who tried and failed. The NBA is bad for that. They'll show a bunch of black guys on TV playing basketball for a living, and every little black boy thinks, "Oh, that could be me." But no, all those guys hit the genetic lottery. And Etan Thomas does a good job of explaining that. Etan, the NBA player that I'm doing the event with in DC,